Hey, good morning, everybody. Today, went to Target once again, looking for the Optic Mega Boxes. Got a video coming out, or came out already by the time this is posted, so make sure you check out that video. Went to get more Optic. They didn't have it at my local Target. So, two Phoenix Mega Boxes, looking for the lava parallels. Now, we know the big hits out of here are the Colorblast and the Archetypes, and I do believe the Genies, but I'm not sure if the Genies are in this. So, enough yapping. Let's get ripping here, right? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate ya. We're back again. I said a while ago I wasn't going to do a lot of retail, but right now I'm in the middle of getting more hobby stuff. So I have to get rid of some things to build up my kitty, because I told my wife, I said, hey, I'm not going to do any more ripping unless it's away from the house. So it means for me that we don't take out of our personal bank accounts to pay for this stuff. This is all on me. To the card gods. Let's go. So we need a killer Colorblast so we can put it up and we can get rid of it so we can bring in more stuff. Caleb Johnson, Jaden Daniels Paragon, Malik, Ahmad Rashad, Trey versus Spurrier. Alright, a lot of this stuff I have, so it's all going to be donated except for the bangers. If I have the bangers, then, you know, possibly be sold, whatever. Alright, sorry guys. I'll remember to keep it down. Cam Miller, that's going to be 130 out of 325. Put that in there, up there. Lambjack, Nick Barnett, Micah, Zach Ertz, Lance Briggs. Alright, let's put that one in a top loader also. Not just, there we go. Alright. Curtis Rourke on everything. Lance Briggs on the lava. Yeah, so that would be the lava parallel. That looks awesome. Jamar Chase on the T-Birds. Alright. Novacek, Bryce Young, McDermott, Sam Darnold. I don't know about you guys, man. I don't know how y'all feel about having coaches cards in here and stuff like that. Not a big coach card guy. I don't really think it's it should be in there when I think you have plenty of players to fill up the it's a Grand Mertz lava. Sorry. Devon A. Chan on the contours. Trey Wilson, AJ Green, Jaden Daniels, and Highsmith. Like I said, I'm not a big. Oh, that was the contours is not numbered. Double check. Yeah, it's not numbered. I'm not a big coach card guy. I think there's enough players in the league coming in and that have been in there to fill up a set. And if you're running low on people put in a set, then lower the frickin' numbers, man. Harold Fannin, T-Law, Joe Shewa, Devontae and Joe Mixon. Alright. Last pack of the first mega. So in here, we're not guaranteed anything. So, just so we all know, we're not guaranteed anything in here. R.J. Harvey. Jim Everett. Like, Jim Everett. Really? 36 at 3 1/4. You got nobody else to put into a set except for Jim Everett. Like, oh, let's put Jim Everett in there. We ain't got nothing better else to do. I think they can. I'm not a big fan of people who've been out of the league for God knows how long, 30 years, and they're putting them in there. Not a big fan of that either. Probably not a big fan of a lot of things. Like Dan Fouts, I don't know how good his market is or whatever, if there's a lot of Dan Fouts collectors out there. But I just think it eats away at the hits, and the way they charge nowadays for all of these boxes, and you're putting guys in there that have been retired for 30 years. They've been in the Hall of Fame since the 90s and stuff. There we go. See right down, we got a security tag. Maybe that means something. But like I said, not a big fan of stuff like that. You're gonna charge me $60, $70, $80, $90, $100 for a mega or something like that, then give me my worth out of it a little bit. And I don't mean that financially. I just mean that like cool cards, man. These, I love the chromium. The Phoenix cards I really do like a lot compared to like Optic. I like Optic. And, obviously the chase in there and everything, but they get a little out of control with some of these prices. There's Cam. Will Dissly. And that's going to be to 278 out of 3 1/4. Don't know what Mr. Will Dissly did this year. And then you got Omarion, who we know is a decent player. And you got, so nice you got him twice. And it's like, yeah. It's like, I don't want, I'm not looking for bangers every day out of every pack. But I think it should be something in there that'll get you to come back for more. Because I can tell you after a while, I get like, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, that card won't stay here. No Packers in this house. Michael Penix on the lava. Joey B on the contours. Derwin, London, Saquon, Marquise. 3 more packs. So these is what I would consider an average box so far. That first one, just 2 numbered cards out of it, nothing special. To me, that's just an average box. Like the lava of Maxwell Harrison. Yeah, don't really care. I know he's a rook, which is cool. But when you got 80 of them already, I noticed this year, like in Select, like Patrick Mahomes is on the cover of it, but it almost seems like he's so hard to even hit anything, to see anything of him come through. Ty, there's Tet. We always keep a Tet. Drake. The rest of it out the door. Last pack. Do we get a last pack Magic, Mojo, anything? Probably not. Unless we get a banger number card here or a case hit. Alright. Lambert Smith. Baker on the lava. Not numbered. Derrick Henry. CJ Stroud. Caleb. I'll keep him. There you go. So, out of... Now I have to go back through these. I don't think I missed anything, any other number. So we got, in the first box, we got 2 of the lava parallels, blue. Second box, we got 1 of the blue parallels. And I think that's it. I don't think I missed anything. I might have. Not really sure. I don't think so. But I will go back through these after everything. Thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I'm trying to put out some more videos. I'm going down to once a week. I used to put them out like 2-3 times a week. And I realized that's going to break me. So that's not happening. So until next time, see you later. If you liked, please like, comment, subscribe. Bye.